Welcome to Natural Geography. In today's episode, we're diving into the world of one of Africa's most iconic animals, the zebra. With their striking black and white stripes and graceful social nature, zebras have captivated the imagination of people around the world for centuries. But there's much more to these beautiful creatures than meets the eye. From their complex social structures to their impressive adaptations to the harsh environments of Africa, zebras are fascinating animals with a rich natural history. Join us as we explore everything there is to know about these incredible equids. The distinctive stripes. Zebras are best known for their unique black and white stripes, a feature that has puzzled scientists and intrigued the public for generations. But what is the purpose of these stripes? Are they merely for decoration, or do they serve a deeper function in the zebra's survival? The answer is multifaceted. One leading theory suggests that the stripes serve as a form of camouflage, helping zebras blend into the tall grasses of the African savannas. When viewed from a distance, the stripes can make it difficult for predators to single out an individual zebra, especially in a moving herd. Another theory posits that the stripes help to deter biting insects like tsetse flies and horseflies. Research has shown that these insects find it more challenging to land on striped surfaces, possibly because the stripes interfere with their visual perception. There's also evidence to suggest that the stripes play a role in social interactions among zebras. Each zebra's stripe pattern is unique, much like a human fingerprint, allowing individuals to recognize one another and form strong social bonds within the herd. Finally, some scientists believe that the stripes help regulate body temperature. The contrasting black and white stripes may create small-scale air currents on the zebra's skin, helping to cool the animal in the intense African heat. The social lives of zebras. Zebras are highly social animals, living in groups known as herds. But these herds are not just random collections of individuals. They are organized social units with intricate relationships and hierarchies. Typically, a zebra herd consists of a group of females, their offspring, and a dominant male known as a stallion. The stallion plays a crucial role in the protection and leadership of the herd. He's responsible for defending the group from predators and rival males, often placing himself between his herd and any potential threats. Within the herd, zebras engage in a variety of social behaviors. Grooming is a common activity, where zebras use their teeth to nibble on each other's coats, removing parasites and reinforcing social bonds. This grooming behavior is especially important among females and their foals, helping to maintain the cohesion of the herd. Communication among zebras is also fascinating. They use a range of vocalizations, from high-pitched barks to whinnies, to convey different messages. Body language, such as ear position and tail movement, also plays a significant role in how zebras communicate with one another. Zebras are not solitary animals, and the herd structure is vital for their survival. Living in groups offers protection from predators, as there are more eyes to spot danger and more individuals to confuse a predator during an attack. This social structure is particularly important during migration, when zebras travel vast distances in search of food and water. Habitat and distribution. Zebras are primarily found in the grasslands and savannas of Africa, where they have adapted to a range of environments. There are 3 species of zebra, each with its own preferred habitat. The plains zebra, or Equus quagga, is the most widespread and can be found across eastern and southern Africa. These zebras thrive in open grasslands, where they graze on a variety of grasses. Their ability to digest tough grasses that other herbivores cannot eat gives them a competitive advantage in these environments. The mountain zebra, or Equus zebra, lives in the rugged mountainous regions of southern Africa. These zebras are well adapted to steep, rocky terrain, with harder hooves and a more compact body that helps them navigate their challenging habitat. They primarily inhabit areas with grassy slopes, where they graze on the sparse vegetation available. The Grevy's zebra, or Equus grevii, is the largest and most endangered of the 3 species. It is found in the arid grasslands and scrublands of Ethiopia and northern Kenya. Grevy's zebras have narrower stripes and a white belly, which may help them reflect heat in their hot, dry environment. Unlike the other species, Grevy's zebras do not form permanent herds, instead of living in loose, temporary groups that change frequently. Zebras are highly adaptable and can survive in a variety of environments, from the moist grasslands of East Africa to the arid plains of southern Africa. However, They are always dependent on access to water and sufficient grazing land, making them vulnerable to habitat loss and changes in land use. Diet and grazing behavior. As herbivores, zebras are specialized grazers, feeding primarily on grasses. Their diet is crucial to their survival, and they spend a significant portion of their day grazing, often up to 18 hours. Zebras have evolved to thrive on a diet of tough, fibrous grasses that many other herbivores find difficult to digest. Their large, powerful teeth are perfect for grinding down these grasses, and their digestive system is highly efficient at extracting nutrients from low-quality forage. The diet of zebras can vary depending on the availability of food. In the wet season, when grasses are abundant and nutritious, zebras will primarily eat the tender shoots. However, during the dry season, when food is scarce, they can survive on coarser grasses and even bark or leaves if necessary. One of the most remarkable aspects of zebra behavior is their migratory patterns, driven largely by the need to find fresh grazing grounds. In East Africa, particularly in the Serengeti, zebras are known to undertake long migrations, traveling hundreds of miles to follow the rains and the growth of new grass. These migrations are often synchronized with those of other herbivores, such as wildebeest and gazelles, creating one of the most spectacular wildlife events on the planet. Zebras are also known to be water-dependent animals. They need to drink regularly, often daily, especially during the dry season. This dependency on water sources means that zebra movements are often closely tied to the availability of water, and they will travel long distances to find it if necessary. Reproduction and lifespan. Zebras have a fascinating reproductive cycle, with specific behaviors that ensure the survival of their species in the wild. Mating typically occurs during the wet season when food is plentiful, and the females are in the best condition to support a pregnancy. A female zebra, known as a mare, usually gives birth to a single foal after a gestation period of about 12 to 14 months. Zebra foals are precocial, meaning they are born relatively mature, and can stand and run within an hour of birth. This ability to move quickly is crucial for their survival in the wild, where predators are always a threat. The bond between a mother and her foal is strong. In the first few days after birth, the mother and foal will stay close together, allowing the foal to imprint on its mother and recognize her by sight, sound, and scent. This bond helps the foal stay close to its mother in the safety of the herd. Zebra foals are weaned at around 7 to 11 months of age, but they often stay with their mothers until they are fully mature, which can take up to 3 years. During this time, the foal learns important survival skills, such as finding food, recognizing predators, and understanding the social structure of the herd. In the wild, zebras have a lifespan of around 20 to 25 years, though this can vary depending on factors such as predation, disease, and environmental conditions. In captivity, where they are protected from predators and receive regular veterinary care, zebras can live up to 40 years. Predation and defense mechanisms. Living in the wild comes with many dangers, and zebras are no strangers to the threat of predators. Their primary natural enemies include lions, hyenas, leopards, and African wild dogs. To survive, zebras have developed a range of defense mechanisms. The first line of defense is the herd itself. By living in groups, zebras benefit from the many eyes effect, where multiple individuals are on the lookout for predators. When a predator is spotted, zebras will often flee as a group, making it difficult for the predator to single out one individual. Speed and endurance are also crucial to a zebra's survival. Zebras are fast runners, capable of reaching speeds of up to 65 kilometers per hour, 40 miles per hour. When fleeing from a predator, they often run in a zigzag pattern, making it harder for the predator to catch them. In addition to speed, zebras are also known for their powerful kicks. A well-aimed kick from a zebra can seriously injure or even kill a predator. Zebras will use their hind legs to kick out at predators, particularly when they are cornered or protecting their young. Interestingly, zebras also rely on their stripes as a defense mechanism. The stripes can create a confusing visual effect, known as motion dazzle, when the zebra is moving quickly. This effect can make it difficult for predators to accurately judge the zebra's speed and direction, giving the zebra a better chance of escape. Conservation status and challenges. Despite their adaptability, zebras face numerous threats in the wild, many of which are related to human activities. Habitat loss, poaching, and competition with livestock are some of the most pressing challenges that zebras face today. Habitat loss is a significant threat, particularly for the grevy's zebra, which has seen its range shrink drastically due to agricultural expansion and human settlement. As grasslands are converted into farmland or urban areas, zebras lose their grazing grounds and access to water, making it harder for them to survive. Poaching, although less common than for other African animals, still poses a risk, especially for zebras with more prized hides. Zebras are sometimes hunted for their skins, which are used to make clothing, rugs, and other items. In some regions, they are also hunted for their meat. Competition with livestock is another major issue, especially in areas where human populations are growing rapidly. Domestic cattle, sheep, and goats often graze on the same lands that zebras depend on, leading to overgrazing and a scarcity of food for wildlife. In drought-prone regions, this competition for resources can be particularly severe. Conservation efforts are underway to protect zebra populations, especially for the endangered grevy's zebra. These efforts include habitat restoration, anti-poaching measures, and community-based conservation programs that involve local people in protecting wildlife. National parks and wildlife reserves also play a crucial role in providing safe habitats where zebras can live without the pressures of human encroachment. Despite these challenges, zebras are resilient animals. Their adaptability and social nature have allowed them to survive in some of Africa's most challenging environments. With continued conservation efforts and greater awareness of their plight, there is hope that future generations will continue to witness the beauty and grace of zebras in the wild. Conclusion. In conclusion, zebras are far more than just animals with beautiful stripes. They are complex, social creatures that have adapted to survive in some of Africa's most demanding landscapes. From their unique stripe patterns that serve multiple purposes to their tight-knit social structures and remarkable migratory journeys, zebras are a testament to the resilience of nature. As we continue to learn more about these fascinating animals, it is our responsibility to ensure that they remain a part of our world for generations to come. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of zebras. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Natural Geography for more in-depth explorations of the natural world. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.